fusions and artificer stuff go, just like they have it like on Roll20, but you have to pay like $50 for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
So I'm just gonna put them in my bio.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as you remember them.
Yeah, it's usually what we do.
Yeah. I mean,
I just happened to be vanilla. I didn't intend 100% for that, but you know.
But like I can kind of sub for a cleric a little bit, so that should be helpful.
All right.
Yes, yeah, I was kind of looking for resurrection, but eh.
All
I
right.
cannot do resurrection. I don't think it's on my spell list. And
I
I'm a
could have
half-
taken it with my magic lore thing, my lore bard, my magical secrets. That's what it is.
Hey, you know if you get like you can get the Find Greater Seed before the Paladin, and like any of the spells that target self affect your mouth, so you can basically alter yourself and your mouth to have the one spell.
Yes.
All right,
Mm-hmm.
you ready?
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's all good. As your story began, once an adventurers, always an adventurers, in the town of Haven, you came across a certain individual that isn't exactly black market, but isn't exactly a mom and pop shop. Through your adventures and through his help, you managed to do a few things. One is collect the Shard of Sin and eventually figuring out what they do. Or at least what they did, which was fight against the gods when they thought humanity and the rest of the races were being corrupted and needed to be reworked. In order to do that, they had decided to wipe you out, but in order to survive, a few mortals from long ago decided to make pacts with various things known as the Old Ones. It took you some time, and after awakening a few of the blades, you managed to get here in the City of Trial, which, for its namesake, quite literally has trials of various things. You can acquire new skills, new attributes, and new feats. You can also acquire perhaps a few new friends. Star had to come here for personal business, and at the last second, you actually figured that out at the very end of last session, where you entered into the Underground Temple, or the Temple of the Mystics, where only one, Bartholomew, was able to tap into the world's history itself. It hurt, but you managed to get a bit of information out of that. The location
Yeah,
of
by the way, he's going to have a huge ego now that that's happened.
You managed to find the location of the underground temple of the Greater Kraken, is what I'm going to call it. 'Cause that's the only name you know it as. You managed to find the location of the Leviathan, which is an underground cave system under Roanoke. And you managed to find the location of the Elder Brain, which is on the location to the northwest section known as the Hells Mountains Pass, which is an active volcano site. At the end of
By the
all
way-
that, go ahead.
Do we know, like, what kind of purpose of why we would want to go to these places? Do we know that?
I can't hear him.
Sorry, do we know why we would need to go to these places? Do we have a connection to that?
These locations are the
Other-
locations of where the Elder Ones from long ago currently reside, or at least their last
Yeah.
known location.
Are you further away from your mic, Kelmore? I hear Dogma just fine.
Hello, can you not hear me?
I can hear you, just quiet.
You can turn them up
Yeah.
individually.
Yeah, you can turn them up individually.
Hmm,
Right click on them and change his volume.
Sure.
Sorry.
I just didn't need to do that. I don't know. Whatever. No big deal. Not your fault. Probably. I don't know.
Where was I? How should I ask this question? We talked to one of the elders already.
Yes.
So my thought is, well, it's good to know where the champions might be gaining their power and all. What is the reason for us to go there? That's not where the other blades are. We don't know of any reason of virtues. We don't know of any places where they may be preparing to fight this grand battle. Well, we just know where their last known locations were. What is the value for us in our self-appointed mission to stop the world from going through the next great war? Would be to go to these places.
The
Well,
value.
the one we've encountered in person was actively, like, moving towards surface occupation and, like, subjugation. So,
One of them, yes. So we want to check them out to see if they're doing surface subjugation or what their ideal is. Okay,
Yeah.
I can get behind that. That sounds a good idea. Sorry, DM, please continue. I just wanted to make sure I got in the right mindset of my character for the RP.
Okay, no problem. What was I? Blah blah blah. Final locations. Blah blah blah. And then at the end of it, one of your companions was revealed that they grew up here. Surprisingly enough, you found out that it was Star, the nonchalant, care no really about anyone, woman that has been assigned to you on this mission. Well, you assigned to her. Her mother is the head mystic known as Shakara. And that's where you left off after her mother told you, "Hey, why don't you go to the bar and rest up?"
If we're going to the bar, do you mind if I can find, what was her name? The blue tiefling lady? Who
Huh?
gave us our trial to enter the city?
No, not really. It's fine.
What? I was asking if I could find her on our way back and ask her a question.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's fine.
Okay. I guess I find her and ask her. Hello there. It's nice to see you again. I was wondering, I am actually looking for two people, and if you cannot tell me where they may be, do you think you can tell me who I can look for to ask where they may be? If they've seen anyone like these two people? I give her the name of my sisters and their description.
I mean, those two people look similar to people I saw a couple weeks ago. I didn't get their names though, but if I had to guess, you might want to speak with the High Chancellor. Sometimes he goes by the mayor of the city. He would have more information on anyone that actually managed to get through the trials.
I see. Thank you. Do you know where he might be or what trial I would need to undergo to talk to him?
Speaking with the leader of the town wouldn't require trial, since it's just speaking with the person that leads us. However, if you gain something like a feat, an attribute, or something like that, that's when you have to go underneath the trial.
Okay. Thank you, Sapphire.
I'm sure he would make time for it. The Anointed One.
Yeah, indeed. Congratulations, Bartholomew.
Thank you.
I'll make sure to buy you.
I will be a humble. Oh, sorry. I'll be a humble god. I promise.
I'm glad to hear it. Would you be willing to sip a drink for your homage?
Absolutely. Your tribute will be noted.
Thank you, Seth. Do you know if I have another question where I can meet you to ask?
I come here often. In fact, while she states that, Lillian, entering into the bar, which you have been here for, let's say, 1d4 weeks.
Oh, by the way, you remember I was going to go to the trials, right, to get more information, right?
Yeah, you're gonna eventually get there, because one of the
I'm
NPCs'
gonna go
moms, they need to speak to. It's just easier to meet up the group this way. But apparently you've been here for about 4 weeks, learning, growing, developing. Eventually, one of the people here, after you passed their trial, you were able to create the transportation tech hub system, which is the magical item you just got. Which his name I honestly forgot at this moment in time. So I'm just rambling. Because you're here for some time, you've met Saf.
You're talking about the workshop thing?
Yes, I just forgot the name.
It's Ion's Instant Fortress.
I'm just gonna call it the Moving Workshop.
That's fine.
This is why I record things, because I am bad with short-term memory things.
I have terrible short-term memory too, so.
But you've been here for about 4 weeks, learning, growing, developing, and acquiring that moving workshop. You've met Zap before, and while you entered into the bar, which is your usual hang, just talking about the day, you see her talking with a relatively tall gentleman, humanoid. They seem new in town, and new people here is fairly rare. They usually die before entering the city. Saf looks towards you and simply states, "Oh, well, I'm mostly here." And then she looks towards Lillian. "Oh, I'm mostly here just drinking and talking. Hey, Lillian, it's been a while. Everything all right at the workshop?"
Yes. Out of character, who am I talking to?
Purple-haired woman should have a name tag named Saf. She's
Got
just
horns and shit.
she's just an NPC you've met in town for like a couple weeks.
Just working on my stuff, making things to sell.
Oh, where are my manners? I don't know. No, she would say this. Sir Kelmore here. This is Lillian, one of the former newcomers in town.
Hello.
I give a knightly bow. Hello, Lady Lillian.
How do you know that? You should not know that in character.
What?
You should not know she's a noble in character.
No, is what my character does.
He just does that. He just calls everyone lady, or it's
Sir.
just his thing.
Oh, she offers you your hand.
I will give your hand a shake.
Nice to meet you.
You as well.
Uh,
I and my compatriots are new to the town. We just got here yesterday.
Oh, right. Shade, Bartholomew, Land, Star, Keith. This is one of the people that have come here before you.
Have you come to pay tribute to the Anointed One? That's me, by the way.
I
Oh,
give
yeah.
them some alcohol. I'll pull up a silver onto the table. Give Bartholomew your best drink with this.
Sure, why not? She just grabs
There
a
you
bottle
go,
of liquor and then just chucks it at Bartholomew.
Just
Some-
chucks it.
Bartholomew, used to drinking in bars, manages to grab it without an issue.
Yep.
Your tribute, my lordly god. Your tribute.
Thank you.
Saf then states, "Oh, Lillian, if you're ready by this afternoon, Shakara should be ready for you in the trial room."
Thank you.
Right. While she states that, the other woman in the back, Star, then states, "Oh, you're one of Mom's prospects. I don't like you already, but you are their friend, so I'll shake your hand."
Thank you. You're welcome.
Outstretches her
Do
hand
you
for a
shake her
handshake.
hand?
Hmm?
Do you shake her hand?
Oh, I do shake her hand. I shake her hand and say, "You're welcome." Oh, you're talking to Lillian.
Talking to
I
Lillian.
thought so.
I'm stupid.
I
Yeah,
shake-
I'm rebuilding a character sheet that was destroyed. Sorry.
What'd you do to your character sheet? Character
Oh,
man's-
the website I used is fucking broken, so I need to make a new one.
Lillian's character, do you shake? Lillian's player, do you shake?
I said yes.
I didn't hear it,
Oh,
but
okay.
it might have been muted. I don't know. Stark shakes it and goes, "No offense, but most of her prospects are uppity, think themselves highly of themselves. Yes, I know I said that twice. That's how annoying it is."
Well, I can assure you that nothing would come of me.
Star simply states, "I met you before the whole, oh, look at me, I can tap into the World History Knowledge Information Bank. Ooh."
Yes, but I'm much more better this way because I'm like a god almost. I mean, I haven't used that terminology, but other people have. No one has.
Uh, Keith looks towards the new comrade, which is the man to the farthest left. Do you want a drink, perhaps? Looking at Lillian.
Sure.
Scoots over so you can actually get a seat. Star then states, well, if you don't mind, since you're going there anyways in the afternoon, do you mind if we go? Kinda had to talk with her.
Sure.
Star, actually, Keith then states, so are we going to head out by today or tomorrow? We still need to figure things out. Right now, all we have are locations, and we still need to speak with the mayor about, things. He's not sure if Kelmore wants his information out in the open.
I will speak to the mayor, since I can't take the trial again today. I'll have to take it again tomorrow, but I will go ahead and go to the mayor while the rest of you go to the trial.
Star states, I know you want to go to the trial. Plus, if you don't, we're going to have to wait till tomorrow till they do it again.
But I've already taken the trial. I can't take it again today.
That was yesterday.
Oh, I thought it was still the same day. Sorry, DM. My apologies.
No, that's fine. I guess you guys
yeah,
forgot to...
I would love to.
Yeah.
I'd love to go to the trial.
Well, we can do the trial and then head to the mayor's office, or one or the other.
Hopefully none of us die.
I shall attempt my drinking contest again later, not now.
What about you, Keith? Willing to come with us for another try?
I think I'm good.
Alright,
Looks at the drinking trial. I think I'm also good with that.
I'd like to give
Wuss.
it over to Keith. And I tell him, hey, if you can, try to find someone who might be our new informant in this town.
I can take a look. I can at least do that
And
for
I'll
you.
hand him over 100 gold. Use this to wet people's whistles, if you know what I mean.
Right. I wouldn't phrase it that way, but sure.
I meant bribe them with alcohol. Put some alcohol in them.
Why don't I just
Yeah,
bribe them with money?
alcohol, right.
Oh, well, because usually drunks are the ones that tell you the truth.
Right.
Eh.
He looks towards the rest of the group. Either way, we'll get things done. Lillian, I know I just met you, but you seem nice enough. Don't mind Star. She's kind of rude with everybody.
She's weirdly cool.
She's also technically kind of crazy. Star on the other side of the bar just nods in agreement.
Still cool.
But yeah, you guys take care of that. I'm gonna head on to town to meet new faces.
Have fun. In case the Lillian's player, you don't know, my character is from a rural area, so he doesn't really do the common sense that other people take.
Speaking of common sense that other people take, I think I picked the wrong spell. But I will fix that myself anyway.
So, off to the trial.
After the
I
Real
trial.
look
quick,
forward
did
to
you say-
testing myself.
Did someone take healing word?
I did.
And I'm gonna get rid of spare the dying and get something else because I actually have to touch them for that.
Yeah, you just yell obscenities at people and they get back up. So,
Because they want to deck you.
out of love. I mean, they can...
Alright, give me a second while I reset up the map because I did not prepare it beforehand.
Should I move my token back?
I got it. Probably. Control Z. Control. There we go. Why are you fuzzy? There we go. Sorry, I'm talking out loud to fill in space.
Da-da, 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 da-da.
We're here.
Entering into the whole waterfall situation, you fall in. You've done this before. You warned Lillian to grab onto some rope, so I'm not going to penalize you for this. And you don't die when falling.
I have Featherfall if it matters.
It
And
would
I can
just,
fly.
it would have just been a dexterity save to grab onto the chain. That's and it's not even that high. Although I think 2 people failed last time, so there's that.
I'll just run down the chain.
Oh, by the way, Adagma, her armor's in infiltration mode right now.
All right, sounds good.
Do we notice that?
I don't think so.
Probably not. You can wear it under clothes, so
Okay, yeah, never mind then.
it's plate armor you can wear under clothes. So
Yeah, no. Hey, I my shirt eats my armor, so you know. Again, I can
can
relate.
you explain that?
Basically, the shirt eats the armor is basically, how should I say this? It negates heavy armor traits, and that's about it.
So he doesn't have the stealth disadvantage stuff.
Correct.
And I don't need proficiency in it, but I don't have any heavy armor yet to use it with. So
He also doesn't have to worry about weight.
The specialty basically is you don't really have to worry about your training in it, and if your class isn't able to wear it, you're able to wear it.
So basically, he has infiltration mode as an item.
Yes, this was before I knew Artificer was a thing. Or at all.
shh, don't tell him that. He might take it away.
Or be jealous.
But
Why would
even
he
with
be
that,
jealous? I was talking about the DM.
I meant Lillian might be jealous of Bartholomew.
even with that though,
She should be. I'm the anointed one. Anyway,
the armor class is still pretty low.
Hers is 23. So
Yeah, I think you're good. But re-entering into the situation, which you're basically in an underground tunnel system now, slash tower. Ignore that you're going to go to the left. It's a tower. You're actually going down. As Star goes in, so did the rest of you. Violet's surprised you're here the very next day. You all should still be able to see the name tags.
Violet, it's good to
Yeah.
see you again.
Great to see you all. Surprised you're here already. I did hear from the headmaster you would be trying this again, but didn't expect it so soon.
Well, I am just such a sucker for knowledge.
I'll
plus he says he's jealous of me being the anointed one, so he wants to be anointed as well.
Indeed.
I will take your word
But it's not gonna
for
happen.
it. You're new here. Oh, yes, you must be the one that, looking towards Star. The headmaster was anticipating. Very well then. Are you two ready to prepare?
yes.
Yes.
Do I know what this involves out of character?
No, in fact, she was about to explain. Entering into this trial can be detrimental to you, but it could also be beneficial, so long as you pass. there is a small margin of error where you could potentially be damaged. But at the same time, you would also be able to connect and move on. There are 3 trials. 1 to connect to the weave of magic in the world, 1 to draw it out, and 1 to merge with it. In doing so, the first one, or at least our trial, I cannot tell you what the other ones will be, involves a wisdom saving throw, or I'm blanking on it, but I believe it was Arcana.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love Arcana. Arcana's great. This character.
Right.
Hers is
An
14.
intelligence saving throw or Arcana check in order to try to tap into the magical weave itself. Are any of the rest of you trying? I know Bartholomew managed to pass, which was surprising. Most people don't pass on their first go.
I know, I'm just that great.
But if
As
you
he
want-
looks up into the sky at nothing, just
there's a
Hello,
ceiling.
expecting people to just like praise him.
You see 3 bats. But if you are ready, you can place your palm upon the wood, which is a life source around here, and you'll be able to tap in. However, some people aren't so lucky and they get dragged in to the very weave of magic itself. Looking at the skeleton of a body that didn't manage to pass. It is
Can
quite rare
we
for that
ask-
to happen, but it's still possible.
Is it possible that we can ask for someone to give us the help action to give us advantage?
If you are capable of doing so, I suppose there is no problem with it.
I guess I'll ask Bartholomew since, hey man, since you passed, do you think you would be willing to give me a hand?
It is the purpose of a prophet, of a messiah, if you will, to assist those lesser than him.
Thank you so much.
So with that in mind, I shall assist you in this endeavor, Sir Kelmore. As I place my hand on his back.
Internally, I am just
I am playing him exactly as how he would be. Sorry.
I am loving this group. It's a good. It's funny as hell.
Indeed.
We like
Indeed.
that.
So when you're ready, DM, just tell us when.
All right. I'm just gonna quickly check what Lan can do because I think his effect activates when you do a save.
Oh yeah, I can add more.
Wait, are you a paladin?
Oh, you're here.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, he's been here.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
his
For
aura
a
is
few
always
minutes.
on. It's an always on thing. It's on all the time if you're close enough.
Yeah, he is actually. I love how you forgot he was here.
He got here.
He's always muted. I can see why you'd forget. Just
My mic's literally in front of where Discord would be, so I cannot see anyone that pops in and out.
Got here just in time.
All right, Lan, are you gonna do the trial again?
Yeah, I will. I'm
Okay.
trying to get on right now. I'm having some issues. I'm trying to get on. Anyway, yes, I'd like to do it.
All right. And Lillian, are you going to as well, or are you gonna back out after hearing
Yeah.
the potential threat?
I'm gonna keep going.
All right, I'm gonna move
I
your
love-
token then.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because I'd want to be over here too, so I'd next to the paladin.
That's probably a good idea.
Especially since my +2 intelligence saving throws is big ol' 1.
Stay close to me, my friends.
What's your intelligence, Kelmore? I might actually want to help
Nathaniel
Shade in
will
that
guide you.
case.
My intelligent is a +1.
Never mind then.
Mine is 20.
I will continue to help you since you asked.
Nice.
So DM,
All right, if you're all ready to begin, and why is she going to the southern draw? That doesn't make sense. All right, if you're all ready to begin, we can try to tap
Y'all
in.
ready to begin? Sorry.
Well, now, y'all,
Sorry.
all ready to start. Might as well go ahead and roll some Arcana and or them intelligence saving throw.
Am I allowed to use enhance ability before this?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, well, that was,
All of it. Nice.
I have a
so
plus 14.
should I be doing this at disadvantage?
So crap
'cause
roll,
my-
but good modifier.
Okay, I have a question. Does the 27 make it?
Yes, Shade, what was that?
My like blood tattoo things, are they going to affect this? Like, am I at disadvantage, or is it not advanced enough to?
It's not
interfere with
advanced
that.
enough to mess with you. At least not yet. It's like
There's
a cracked
three
phone.
rolls, right? You said there's three
Yeah.
rolls for this?
Not for this, for the entire trial.
Yeah,
Cool.
this one is just, the first step.
So there's 3 rolls for the entire trial.
Yes, there's one room, there's another room, and there's the last room.
I still have no fucking clue how I got all 3 of them, but
Lucky as shit.
especially since intelligence is one of my lowest stats.
I'm gonna cast Bless on myself and ask Lathander for his blessing, and bless on everyone else who's with me.
A little late, but
I'm trying. Well, I can't really. I'm declaring it, but I can't really do it. I'm trying to load it from my iPad.
do you need someone to roll for you?
Yes.
What's your charisma, by the way?
Me?
Fox?
Plus
Lan, you're good.
5.
Well, I should have rolled a freaking charisma intelligence save. It would be even higher.
Oh yeah, Lan, you're fine. I rolled a 17 and a plus 4.
If anyone
Alright.
fails, let me know,
Uh,
because I can help you.
yeah, let's worry
He can
about
bullshit his way out of any situation. That can help us bullshit our way out. Ha ha!
that. As you tap into the weave, you see just about everything around you, currently tapped in as well. Not trying or forcibly trying to draw in power, but they are part of it. They are drawing from it regardless if they know or not. Much like this, you do see the weave itself wrapping around them and information, almost like, yeah, I guess the best way I would describe it as if you're uploading and downloading at the exact same time. Basically think of any scene from The Matrix with the whole green letters, well, numbers.
I was gonna say letters.
Sorry, thinking of something else. So as you tap in, you can see everything around you, surrounded by the weave of magic itself. Drawing from it and drawing out of it. It is intensely powerful, and you're not sure if your mind could hold on to it. But eventually you are able to stabilize, and no one gets dragged in. And no one rolled low enough to be permanently scarred. Which wouldn't have helped Shade in his case, but either way, no one else got damaged. After all,
Already permanently scarred.
after all said and done, you all are able to remove your hands, and Violet simply states, "Well done. It seems that everyone managed to pass this
Hey,
time."
real quick, can you stop for a second? Turn off your video chat, because that might be why you're lagging. Because it says there's people doing video chat in the Roll20.
That is strange.
Mine
You said
is.
there are a high number of users in your video chat.
I want to
looks
broadcast to
the
others.
only one is
Nothing.
Rand.
It's under the cog. You turn the audio and video off, and it lies
Very
less.
bottom.
Mine's already off.
This is the
Does
first
someone
time
have it
this
on?
happened.
Just give Rand a little bit to get it to it. He's still logging in.
Well,
Oh,
it's
so-
someone that's logged in has video on, so
Also,
yes,
Fox,
Rand.
if you're talking, you're muted.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here now.
Yes,
Um,
Rand. It seems your audio is on Roll20.
Is that off now?
Not yet. Just deal with it when you have the opportunity. It's not a big deal right now.
I'm trying to turn it
Yeah,
off.
so
It's the
pretty much
cog and you
everyone
pull down.
made.
Hmm.
Yeah, in case you weren't there, everyone made the save, so everyone's moving on. I didn't
Yeah.
make a save because I'm already the anointed one. So
Yay.
Huh. Sometimes this happens. I don't know why. When there's at least 6 or 7 players, air quotes, in the game, 2 of the accounts are mine. So it honestly might be nothing, but Lan, when you get the chance, check your settings and see if video and audio are broadcasting nothing.
Yeah, I don't really see like. I'm
Do you not
trying.
see
I
the
don't,
setting or?
I don't see it says audio video broadcasting. It says. I mean, I see it at the bottom, but it says nothing. I put at nothing.
You got if it both say nothing disabled and hit the reconnect button. It doesn't actually reconnect to it. Just tries to reconnect that section. But it's probably just a glitch in Roll20.
Should I refresh? Still fucking doing it.
Then it's
Might take a
refreshed.
while.
I'm gonna refresh Roll20 just to make sure too.
Am I still doing
fuck it,
it?
I will too. I don't think it's anything I'm doing, but fuck it.
By the way, if I miss a social cue, point it out to me. I have Asperger's, so I'm like really bad at that.
I think we all do to some extent.
Yeah, no worries, man. Girl. Sorry, that'll take me a while. I mean, no offense.
Bartholomew, will you help me again?
Well, eventually you're gonna have to learn to do things yourself, but you know, I am not as cruel as any mama bird. I shall assist you once more.
Thank you. This is the one I actually failed at.
Yeah, it was actually. Somehow you succeeded the first one too. Someone failed the last one. Who was that? I think it was Shade, wasn't it?
It was everyone except for you. Oh, wait, you
I
mean the
wasn't even
last
here
one you
last
just did? It was,
Yeah.
It was Keith, Lan, and
Okay, yeah, it was Lan. I'm thinking of. It was Lan.
Okay,
No,
so
I'm
just so everyone
confused.
knows, if I can add +5 to anyone's roll, so
I'm secretly hoping for a nat 1, personally, just for the hilarity factor, but that's just me. Of course, Kelmore probably isn't, because he's being helped by me, because I am the intellectual savior of the masses. You're welcome.
yeah, I think it's just a glitch in Roll20's thing.
I
Yeah,
guess
it
just mute
disappeared
me.
when we refreshed, so.
No.
Yeah, same here. It's gone.
Just mute me in there. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Oh, but don't forget Bartholomew and Shade. You have a plus like 24 to life, and
Yeah, I solved that up.
everyone in the party has a plus 15 to life.
you mean did you cast 8 or something?
Temporary. No,
Temp HP.
I did on them, but
Yes.
I gave everybody temp HP by telling you you're wonderful at being you, and you should keep doing it. Do it well.
Inspiring leader feat, basically.
Yeah. So you have
Does
temporary. You
anyone
have
not have
temporary
8 on them?
15 hit points.
Anyone not?
I
What?
do. I do now. Shade does, and
Yeah, the people made
Bartholomew
of
does.
glass do, but
Kelmore doesn't. You don't, and
Yeah, I have 180 hit points now.
yeah.
Well, I do have a
That's
con
all.
mod of 18, so that kind of helps.
well, there's an extra 15 temporary. There you go. Let's say it really did nothing for you. Let's go.
The next
It feels
moderator,
like putting padding on a knight.
Stiggs, looks at the rest of you and states, "Back already? It's been about a day. If you're glutton for punishment, I suppose I can't wait to see all of you fail again, except for that one. Why are you in the row? You've already passed."
Yes, but what acolyte of the what anointed one would I be if I did not assist my brethren? in their quests to spiritual enlightenment.
Just suit yourself, weirdo.
I prefer Prodigy, but that works too.
Now then,
I
like
know where
before,
I'm
you're about to
factoring.
you're about to draw out things from the weave. It might hurt. It might explode up in your face. This will be a wisdom saving throw, or let's see, what was it before?
I think it was nature.
Yeah, I think it was
I remember
nature
because I
too.
used that because
It was intelligence. I don't remember that much.
yeah, it was a nature check. I used that because I have shit intelligence. But you know, something's better than nothing. Because my
No.
wisdom is even worse than my intelligence.
You said what? It's a check or a save. What is this?
It is a well, you're drawing something out from
Insight?
the very nature itself, so that would make sense why I wrote nature.
Wisdom saving throw or nature?
I'll do a wisdom saving throw.
So it's either a knowledge nature check or wisdom saving throw.
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
Okay, then I'm taking it the wisdom because we have a paladin right here. And oh wow, that's good.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't have
Okay.
advantage. Is this
Damn
is
near
this
the best you
magic?
can get.
There, flash of genius on Kelmore.
Is this magic that I'm dealing with?
Technically, but it's also nature.
So you get a plus 9 to that, Kelmore, by the way. Since
Well,
Julian was so kind as to
then I
give
have advantage, right, DM? Because
Flash
it's
of
magic.
Genius.
You passed.
Magic saving throw.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you passed with even with the 15 plus the blessing. Depends.
Yeah, I think
on...
I believe I have 22 because of Land's help.
Yeah. Yep.
That's an 18. With
Wait,
black.
your
Wait.
wisdom save that would make that a 13 plus the.
13 plus 4 is 17.
Does he need the flash of genius?
I
I
would
think
like
I'm-
to guess.
I think I made it. Kelmore, I think you made it. What'd you roll?
He rolled an 8, but
Oh,
if he
yeah,
gets the
yeah,
Flash
no.
of Genius, then he
Then it makes it
gets
a 22.
12.
17, right?
That should make it a 22 because he gets the paladin
Who's
5, the guidance, and
Oh,
then my flash of genius. Or the bless in my flash of
He's
genius.
been blessed.
So that would be
Listen, I was
14 added
blessed.
to 18.
Okay.
Oh, whoa.
Tapping into the magical weave, you manage to draw out power. So much so that you begin to manifest it into the sky. Into the fiery blaze that you see before you now.
Oh.
So
that's
wrote-
nothing. I did that by myself.
There, mine's a 27 now with the blessed.
You still pass.
You know, just passing with style.
Just showing off.
Yeah, dude, I love that flash of genius. I like one of my players, one players in another game use it, and I'm that thing is an awesome ability.
It is.
Oh, it's great.
Tapping
Oh, yeah.
into the magical weave, you manage to draw out power. So much so that it begins to literally manifest itself into the world. Not in a spell, but in a actual form. However, over time, you are able to just release it without an issue. Nothing explodes in your face. Your spell slots just don't automatically discharge and you blow yourself up with the spells you have on you. And for some people that aren't able to cast spells, the equipment you have on you. As this is happening, you see Star's pocket. Whoever has a passive of 18, you hear 3 pops in her pocket for some reason.
I have a passive of 22. with
You
my
hear
shield.
3 pops in her pocket.
Welcome to the 22 Passive Club.
I thought
Okay,
about
yeah,
taking
14.
Observant instead of Arcanist and giving myself a 27, but I'm like, that's just getting absurd.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful, though.
Stags then looks at the rest of the group and goes, "Oh, that's kind of a bummer. Kind of wanted to see one of you explode. But you did it. Congratulations."
right?
I guess.
Do we know
I
what the
mean,
pops
I'm
were?
glad for you, child.
Do we know what the pops in our pockets were?
No, not unless you have like X-ray vision, and I don't think anyone has that.
Yeah,
we
surprisingly,
felt it.
Clark Kent is not with us this evening.
We felt it though. Can we look in our pockets? What the fuck was that?
I don't
Wouldn't
think
look
she will
this-
let you see her in her pockets, but you know
Oh,
about
not
it.
her pockets. But didn't you say we had some popping on us as well?
No,
If
just
we
on
had
start.
like something. Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
I think Shade
I
would
don't
lean
give a
over and just
shit. She's
ask her
fine.
like, everything all right?
Yeah,
I heard a
don't,
pop.
yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay,
Okay.
you're the boss.
Okay. It's good enough for me.
Yeah, Star's crazy strong, crazy.
Question nothing.
Well,
Yeah, I'm
like,
good.
I'm technically working for her
Where
right
we,
now, so.
Come on, just like pizza. Is that where we're supposed to go?
Yeah,
I
basically.
guess it was-
You are. Staxton goes, get out of the room now. Last trial awaits. Oh, by the way, Lillian, you're able to move your token, or at least you should be.
Oh, sorry, I was.
No, it's fine.
Well,
I'm moving it for you anyways, but I don't know if you knew.
Oh, yeah. I am about to start looking for a bit of picture.
Oh
Since
yeah,
she-
no problem.
Since she's a princess now, so.
Half of my thing is just looking for memes, so that's usually what I'm distracted by.
This is true.
Hello, Shakara. It's good to see you again.
Just like everyone, you're except for her, everyone in the room is surprised you're here the next day.
Hey, you should make a channel for memes.
We hate ourselves, so here we are. Everyone stay close to me, by the way.
Got
And
it.
then 10 feet.
I would make a channel for memes, but we just talk here and there, so it's not really an issue if it floods. If that makes sense.
I don't know much about memes, so
Fucking love memes.
I'll just mark who the leader is. Wait, why did it go away? There we go.
Because it didn't like you anymore.
Apparently. That's fine. My favorite color isn't red anyways. Or is it? Shikara then looks to the rest of the team, and because
Mysterious.
she's actually here, can actually be your proctor this time. Scouts relieved by this. Looking at the rest of the team, she does state, welcome back. While it is soon, we are prepared for the rest of you if you are ready.
we are.
We need to move up this close.
Always.
One of you managed to pass
Shade.
last time.
Get close to me.
How many managed to pass this time?
I think
Everyone, with my guidance and wisdom, I have guided them all to this point.
indeed.
That's the funny thing is he can't even deny it.
Yeah,
Inside,
it's-
I'm just.
Lillian's just gonna let that go, even.
He's been very helpful.
I mean, really, I've been only helpful to Kelmore, but you know, the ego.
Lamb bows and says he thinks he's been very helpful.
You're welcome.
You hear the skull. You don't know if it's a man or a woman. It's a skull,
It's a skull. It doesn't matter at this point.
but it chuckles.
The skull's a big dick. Go ahead.
You don't know.
Right then.
It's all covered. But it chuckles, and Star then goes, oh, yeah, they did it. Congratulations. By the way, this one's Lillian. She likes you, I think. I don't know. She wanted to come here, at least. I'm aware of
Oh,
that.
whoops.
Just letting you know. Goes back to the group. Oh.
Yep.
Glad to see you haven't changed, Star. Says you. Now I have 6 people that tolerate me. Still no friends. I don't know. It's up to them.
I try to give her a high five.
High fives you without looking at you. Unless you meant Shikara, she doesn't do that.
No, Star.
Yeah, high fives you without looking at you. Like in a smug way. But as you begin to speak, Shikara then states, well, if you're all ready, you can enter into the pool, and the last testament to your trial will commence. As she states that, Scout next to Lillian that states, do you need something? And you just go into the pool.
No, I guess I go in the pool.
No, it's fine. I just was wondering if you were standing in front of Scout for a reason.
No, I've just moved my thing forward.
Okay.
Lan?
I mean,
Oof.
She does look towards Bartholomew and then states, while you don't have to take this trial, you can root for them as close as you want.
Very well. I shall observe my pupils from about this distance. I don't know, like about here with the rest of them.
All right then. I can clearly tell you are very familiar with my daughter.
Yes. I forgot Chikara was Star's mother. That's right.
I mean, there's really no family resemblance except for the long hair.
Mm.
And the color blue.
It was mentioned earlier. I just forgot because my memory is not that great. Right, Adam?
How'd you know my
So
true
what-
alternate name?
Anyway.
So what is our role?
My Discord crashed.
Oh, no.
Well,
Didn't get very
tell it to
far.
stop.
Did you really need to cast Bless 3 times?
I don't know if I think it's been over a minute.
It has been over a minute.
Yeah.
So what is our role?
I mean, it's about a minute between rolls, so.
Yeah, so unfortunately I do.
Your role for this one, I believe, if I remember correctly, because right now I am basing it off of my memory, mainly because for some reason, I can't find my notes for these trials. If I remember correctly, and I might not, it had to do with magic, so I believe it was Arcana.
No, I think it was whoever someone's best skill was. It was like a super high DC,
Oh,
and
right,
they had to beat
yes.
it with
Yes, it was the person's individual
Because I
Man, I was
modifier.
I was blessing you, wasn't I, when you were going, or no, wasn't I?
I remember because I had to use deception because that was my best skill, obviously.
Shikara then states, all right then, what you need to do with this, if you're magical, if you can tap into the source itself, use that ability and tap into it, which is basically saying use your best stat and the skill you feel most drawn towards.
Wait. Use your best skill or your best stat?
Basically,
Your best skill.
yeah,
That would be Arcana for me then.
which would make sense.
Dang it.
Mine would.
Is
be
there a point of
athletic.
me like? Let's what's my bless? Okay, so 31. Do I need to like flash a genius this, or am I good?
You're good.
Nice. That's
Land's
a
good. Shade's
23.
good. Kelmore's good. Kelmore's fine again. Let's see here.
Guess my charisma.
Everyone
saving
lies,
throw.
magics, and strongs their way through it so far, and sees their way through it.
12 plus Star's modifier. Land, did you give Star blessing?
No, I didn't have enough.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think there. I think there's too many people for that.
Yep.
I'm gonna give him.
I can only get 4.
Okay, since it sounds like someone's in trouble. Here's Flash of Genius.
Star is an NPC, but that's okay.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
who's
NPC.
Star?
The
This
one
lady
that was
next to
basically-
your left.
The one that was
She'll-
basically
she'll be
kind
okay,
of
don't worry-
rude
don't
to
worry
you
about her.
in the beginning.
See,
Oh, so I should not be giving her Flash of Genius then.
probably not.
If you don't want
Fuck
to.
her.
What happens if she fails this?
Nothing.
We'll see.
She gains
We'll see.
nothing.
But she's already been here multiple times, so.
I'm
She's
not
an
giving her Flash
NPC.
of Genius.
Don't
I'm
worry
not
about
giving
her.
her. Take
We'll
it
be
back.
okay.
I'm taking it back.
It's okay. You get a free mulligan. The
It's all
rules.
You see that everyone around you seems to be doing quite well. Bartholomew, you can clearly tell, has passed beforehand. The only one that's having trouble is the woman that was kind of rude to you in the beginning. You don't know why she was rude, And it's up to you to care, but you don't really feel like helping her right now. And you don't see like everyone else is in mortal danger in this one. It just means that you can't really sync up with the rest. Well, not you, but her. But as you draw in the magical pool around you, it surrounds you, envelops you, and it begins to make marks around your body. Ironically enough, though, Shade, as it draws into you, it begins to heal the various marks on your body. They are faint, but they are still there, but they are lessened now.
Interesting.
But you do see another layer of marks wrapping around your body. It then just sinks into your very flesh, no longer visible. Shade, you still have your marks, but they're lessened.
So just real quick, just checking. A 36 does not do anything over a 31, right?
No.
Not typically, no.
And as
'Cause
you
I would do it for style points.
Unless the DC is over 35, then,
now,
then it would be useful.
I mean, you all passed, so I'll tell you the DC was a 22. So you guys passed.
Oh, that's it. Come on now.
Entering
I got a
into this,
23, so that's good.
you begin to see everything around you, surrounding you, and then you begin to read things around you. Everyone else that's tapped into it before, you can't really read them, as they could focus and be basically blocking the information that's drawing out from them. But everything else around you, you can see.
What happened?
Something happened?
I think someone got
Someone-
dropped or something.
Everyone looks like they're here.
I'm still here.
Still here.
Fox is just muted.
That'd
I
be
think someone
myself,
left
but
and then-
that goes on in the background, and I try and save you from some of it.
I think someone left and then immediately came on.
It might be Discord.
Yeah, it could just be Discord making noises.
It also
Continue
just
dealing
does
with
that.
it.
But where was I? The magic draws into you, and you can begin to read everything around you, other than people that have done this and passed themselves. You can read these stones that are around you, their date, their history, who cut the thing. And then you see that it begins to wipe away, because the longer you hold on to this information and draw from this pool, the more it will begin to hurt your brain. I didn't mention this before because Bartholomew was basically careful enough to I didn't really need to. You can draw into the information pool itself now. Shikara will mark you after leaving the pool so you can access it without physically coming here anymore. But the more you use it, the more likely your mind will begin to not decay, but be weathered. Eventually, your mind would have to draw in more of its mental power, so some features of yourselves would go away. You'll feel a numbness in your arm, a headache to begin with, really. And then you won't really be able to do much, and then you'll get into fatigue points. But
You covered this. Basically everything you covered when I asked about it, right?
you'll be able to refocus after a short rest, long rest, or longer than a long rest, depending on how long you try to dive in, or what information you dive for. But essentially, you are now able to tap into the world history itself, so long as you have even a scrap of information. If you don't really have a way to look into something, well, there's no real way your mind can dive for something it doesn't know.
I like to dive into one thing.
All right.
I want to look based upon the information given to me by Sapphire. I like to see if those if my sisters have come through here in reference to what Saf said.
Looking into the information that Saf provided to you, you can tell that two individuals that she had noted came here, but they aren't shackled, they aren't chained, but they were people that have come here beforehand. They weren't worse for wear. In fact, they seemed relatively fine. But that's the only
Are,
information you have, because after that, she really didn't see them afterwards. The only other
are they
information you
still in the
have
city?
is that they have yet to leave the city because they would need to go through the maze. Not through the trial, but through the maze again. And no one currently in the city, or at least the maze runner, that's Saf, hasn't seen them leave. The only other information you have on your sisters is the information that you already possess, and that they were born in this world and have yet to die.
All right. I'll stop it there. I won't try again until another time.
All right.
You know what I want, so
That's a lot of information, and it will hurt you.
Going to have to make some rules.
No,
Well, I
no
specific-
rolls, but the more information you gather, the more it will begin to hurt.
it was specifically the crown. I wanted to know more about the crown.
Oh, if it's just one thing, you'll just get a migraine, and that'll be about it. You'll be able to get it out after a short rest.
So yeah, that's. I wanted to start with there and see, like, if it was what I thought, and then. So
All right.
that's what I wanted. To,
Let me check. Is there anything you're looking up, Lan or Shade?
I just want to know where the Sword of Tomes is, if possible.
All right. Let's see.
we
here.
can't get feats or anything from this, right?
Not for this one. It would be another trial, and it would be the master of that trial.
Okay. Because there's a feat I was gonna take since we don't have a kit. It's called Gourmand. It says here. Let me just count. Since I already get tool proficiency, and we don't have a healer, it's this feat.
I don't see it.
I just posted in the channel.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the relevant.
Let's see. Why can't I find you, Notes? I really don't want to look it up through my mind. That was a weird sentence I just said. Maybe I have to scroll up more. Let's see here. Forget it. I'm just gonna look it up. Give me one second.
What are you looking up now, Kim?
My notes on the items of sin and the items of virtue.
Okay. Yeah, so you can tell me whatever about the Sword of Tomes later, like if that's.
No, I can
anything
do
you
that now. It's just the items
Okay.
that were giving me problems.
Okay.
Okay. The tome itself, the Sword of Tomes, is quite literally in the Shadowfell. It's in and belongs to the mother of the blacksmith you've seen before.
That's going to be a bitch and a half to get through.
Acquiring a...
Mother, what? I'm sorry, you cut out.
The mother of the smith we talked to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh,
What?
maybe she'll sell it to me. I don't know.
But in order to craft it, there are other ways to do so. The only reason that you have this information or could acquire it is through this new skill. There is a smith in this shop, well, not this shop, there's a smith in this town that could perhaps create or forge one, or at least begin the processes of it. You yourself
Hey,
will
there's a
have
smith right here that's really good. Come on.
Where?
Yeah, but this is
We
a
would
higher
know
level,
where to find them.
This
Yeah,
is
who-
a
who are
higher
you?
level magical item.
It's a,
Yeah, I know, but Lillian got like 30s easy.
It's not that kind of thing.
Then there are two blacksmiths that could perhaps forge a weapon strong enough to house a tome of blades. but you would need a high-powered mystic or mage in order to infuse it with the abilities.
What is a Tome of Blades?
A Tome of
It's a
Blades is
unique
basically, basically, think of a tome, a magical book, basically the wizard spell book.
Technically, my Blade of Sin is also one, but it was made by my mother.
It's sort of
Well,
like
made.
one. It just houses your
It was
mom's
made-
information.
Wait, your mom made your sin blade?
In
It-
a manner of speaking, yes.
It's a long story. But yeah, there are 2 smiths in town that are capable of forging a weapon that is strong enough to hold your the tome spell. But there's really only 2 mages in town that are able to infuse that blade with the tome spell. One would be Shakara, which is Star's mom, and the other one would be Shakar, which would be Star's dad. That's out of game, by the way.
Is it telling me that though? Since I asked the question.
It tells you about the individual, but it doesn't say that it's Star's dad.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I would. Okay, that's fine. When I'm out of here, I'll ask her about it.
All right. But getting
Isn't she here with us? Like right there.
yeah, I just didn't
Yeah.
know which one you would choose. However, I found it. Well, I didn't find my exact notes, but I did find what I was looking for. But let's see here. The virtue in hand, or at least the question of the crown, is. Let's see here.
Yeah, I can get a plus 18 to with that before being rolling for a smithing roll.
Okay, let's see here. There's humility, kindness, abstinence, chastity, patience, liberty, diligence. But what language did I use? Whatever. I'll just go with this one then. Entering into the crown's information, you do get prudence. It is this information I have, but it is something that you will need to look up. Because the name itself is different, but this is just the one I have available to me right now. Oops. The Prudence Crown will give you, again, it's going to be a different virtue, but I just couldn't find the name for it. Because on my notes, it's just Crown of Virtue. So I'll deal with that later. But the crown itself is a wearable item placed upon your head. It gives you a constitution of +2. It gives you a saving throw wisdom. It gives you a wisdom save. You are now proficient in insight, persuasion. Oh wait, persuasion. Insight, perception, and let's see here. Insight, persuasion, +2 to the Constitution, wisdom saving throw, and the ability is, and the ability that you know of is a. Let's see. I guess it could give you the secret information as well, if you tap in long enough. But I'll let you decide after that. But tapping into the information, you do get the main objective that this crown has. It is able to gear someone 5 times a day. Not a single individual, but individuals 5 times a day. So long as their CR level or level itself is below 8 or under. If it's above that, it would require a CR, not CR. They would require a wisdom saving throw of 14 or less, or above.
Correct me, we're only allowed 1, right? Just making sure.
One sin or virtue?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. DM never mentioned it.
No one's ever tried to do more than 1, but someone, I'm not sure if it was an NPC or someone that actually knew about it, suggested not to. But that is up to you to do what you will with.
Okay. Might get sluts and the crown.
Or you end up with no head and no arm. That could also be a possibility. Just saying.
How would that happen?
If they don't
Because it would-
mix well.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, you
Yeah.
gotta tell me what virtue it is, because I can't know that until you tell me what virtue it is.
The item itself
DM
is prudence, only because I can't find the actual language I use for this virtue.
You mean cautiousness?
Yes, basically.
Oh.
It was another word I used specifically, but I cannot find that list. But prudence was the closest translation I had.
Okay. So I'm gonna see what happens if I get that and lust. So I'm gonna look for that.
Lust.
Can I tell you something?
Oh, sure.
Okay. If you tap
Wait a
in any
minute.
longer, though, it will draw into symptoms. There is a
Fine.
little bit more information, but if you still tap in, you will be getting symptoms. The first one will likely be just a small headache, which would be the location. But figuring out what secret ability you would have, once fully packed with it, would likely draw to greater symptoms that are not so great.
I'd be willing to deal with it.
The first or second? Well, actually,
What?
do you tap in long enough to find the location? Let's start with that.
Yes.
Tapping into the location, you get a small headache, but you are able to tap in. It takes a little bit of a while, but you are able to see that it is in a small alcove, similar to what appears to be, what's it called again? A podium, but that of a religious faction. If that makes sense. You see religious iconography around it, but it doesn't seem to be any religion you know of. Around the area, you do see what appear to be tendrils moving about. 8 in total around this giant tendril in the middle. It almost seems like as I mentioned before, religious iconography, but it's nothing you've seen beforehand. And
Can I make a religion check?
this would be more history, but you can also do religion.
I can do history. I'll do history. I have better roll in history.
Okay.
So add 4 to that. So 27. And I'm going to flash of insight this to make that a 32.
Well, you can't exactly tell what it is. You can tell where it came from. You see often not people that worship krakens and kraken-like creatures. And some of them possess this mark on them. When you tried to dive into this information beforehand, you took note that these people became crazy, as if the krakens themselves were talking to them. They told you of a being stronger than any kraken that's ever come, that one day it would arise and bring back and control the world once more. And this was the symbol that they worshipped, that the krakens looked at when they went to worship. If you had to guess, this is likely the originator of the kraken race itself. And in the world mythology, supposedly, there was a kraken far stronger and far greater than any other. And that when it was basically thrown out of this universe, one of its tentacles remained, and that's where the rest of the krakens formed. And this symbol was one to indicate who was on its side.
If I remember correctly, we were discussing Krakens before this came up, right?
Yes.
So this is where we're going?
Eventually.
Wonderful.
Cool. It's on the way.
The Leviathan would be first if you're going in distance order.
Yeah,
so I wanted to know what would happen if I had the sin and the crown.
You are not sure. Getting that information does make the headache a little stronger, and you kind of feel a little numbness to your fingers. Not enough to be detrimental, but enough to realize that it's starting to hurt more, even if you can't feel it.
Well, considering the possible catastrophic consequences of having both at the same time, I'd want to know before I do this.
Yeah, that's fair. Looking at the exact situation, you can tell that some of the faiths and some of the sins, or rather the virtues, are able to play with one another, but some aren't. Some will butt heads, and others will balance each other out. But if you dwell in any more, you will begin to feel a little bit more. The only reason why I'm saying this is because you'll be drawing in information on what balances out the other thing, what balances out the other thing, and so on and so forth. If you're talking
Okay,
about
yeah.
specifically one thing, you could probably get that without physical harm to you, but after that, I cannot guarantee a thing, is what you believe.
Yeah, I was gonna pick Luster from item, but I can't find the stats in this chat. I've been looking for like 5 minutes. I know you said it to me, but I cannot find it.
With a Lust Shard, it's
Oh, here we
usually
go.
a
I
plus
found it.
2 to your main stat. And
I
then,
found it.
okay.
So can I relatively actually have that?
The Sin Shard?
The lust one.
Yeah.
Okay.
We spoke about this before. You could already be in possession of one.
Okay.
Though rather if it's activated or not, it depends.
Okay, two things I want to know. The full abilities of the sword, and the meshing with the crown.
That is...
I'm willing to suffer for it.
Okay. Which one's first?
The full abilities of the sword.
As you dive into the full abilities of the sword, you get the equipment and the stuff I have already provided to you. And in beforehand, you were told that you would gain attributes or abilities that aren't exactly natural. Diving in further, you do realize that you're able to tap into what's known as the power of the Fae. Abilities that are strongly with charisma, strongly with the very nature of compacting or compelling another to do your bidding. Ultimately, you are able to charm someone without using charm. They would require a DC save of 17 or else be permanently charmed by you. They would not be able to say no unless impacted by something else, whether someone else charms them, which means it negates it, but ultimately they will not look disfavorably towards you. It further hand, or at least furthermore, this would be an action you would have to be willingly doing. It would not just do it on its own, so you can't accidentally charm someone.
Can you send me that?
These ones are physical notes, but I will write them down and send them to you.
Okay. And now I want to know that with the crown. What if that one like blow open a hole of the universe or something?
All right. Right now, you have 1 point of fatigue.
Can you explain how that works?
1 point
Like,
of
it's
exhaustion.
all rule.
It's just exhaustion.
It's exhaustion. Sorry,
It's exhaustion?
I'm thinking of Pathfinder.
Okay,
Let
exhaustion, I get that.
me see what exhaustion has like 6 levels to it, and
I know.
at first
I-
level,
I went through exhaustion. I was at like 2nd level, almost hit 3rd level. I
okay.
sat it again because we
Yeah.
were in like frigid, no magic place, and I couldn't freaking God save my life. I was
Alright.
freezing to death.
What was the second thing?
But
I don't know how new you are, so I didn't know if you knew what that was or not.
I've been playing for 3 years.
Okay, so more than me then. Never mind.
So I want to know if I can have the crown and the sword at the same time.
You do know that the crown and the sword are not able to play well together. While you could have them with each other, your body would be ultimately be fighting against the virtue and sin at the exact same time, causing the weave around you to begin splintering and shattering. And eventually,
Okay, can I find out?
your death.
Well, can I? What? Okay, I'm gonna go for more exhaustion. Can I find out what goes with the crown?
You are hitting another point of exhaustion, but you are able to determine that prudence. Wait, with the crown and the lust, or
No. What weapon would balance the crown? Would be able to use at the same time.
Okay. The weapon that would be able to balance the crown, or vice versa, would be Akidia or Sloth.
Is that one still available?
That one has been, let's say, lost for right now.
Yeah, I might have neglected to mention I kind of have a second character who's dead but not dead.
Technically, he's running from the police.
He's MIA right now, basically.
So is that something I can get out of character or something I cannot get?
That is something you can acquire, but you would have to go out of your way to do so. And because they are continuously mobile, there is no specific point to acquire. The last known location was in the city of the Great Forest City.
And they're definitely not there.
Not anymore.
Okay. Man, I wanted the crown for the princess thing, but then I wanted the lust too, but they don't work.
You are at 2 points of exhaustion and will need to recharge for the day.
I can't keep pushing it.
You can try,
You risk dying
but you
and permanent injury.
risk a lot of things.
You gotta know though, man. You gotta know.
Another day. Get
How
the
much
mark.
would I take one more point to find out what sloth does?
You would.
I'm willing to do for that.
You do realize you can tap in another day, right?
Oh, I did not know that.
You
Oh.
get the marking though.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Shh, do it.
It's up to you if you want.
I'm the devil on everyone's shoulder, in case you're wondering.
You would have 3 points of exhaustion, but you can do this another time if you don't want that.
DM, didn't you say like if we pass to like the trials, we get proficiency in Constitution saving throws?
That was the drinking thing.
That was a drinking one. And darts.
Oh yeah, I want to do that one. I want to do the drinking game
I already
after
have
this, I guess.
proficiency.
I will try again, because I am a man.
I will try tomorrow then.
All right. As you move out of the pool, Shakara then steps in front of you, not trying to block you, but she does state, "Do you mind presenting your hand so you can tap into this gift while not needing to come here again?"
I present my hand.
I present my hand.
Shade
I'll
does
present my
too.
hand.
She draws markings on each of you that are similar to how Bartholomew was written upon. It begins to glow around you, goes through the palm of your hand and on top of your hand, and then it merges with your skin once more and disappears. Alright, you should be able to tap in without an issue this time. Lillian, I know you're new to this type of situation, but the more you use it, the more it will wear on your body. I suggest you take a long rest before leaving town or trying something else.
Yeah, we definitely need to take a long rest for sure.
Hang on real quick. What did you say would happen if I had lust and prudence at the same time?
They would basically be fighting one another, and your body would be will be taking damage.
It'll be caught in the middle, basically.
Okay, well,
Lan, you wanted to ask her something, by the way?
I'll check more things tomorrow.
No, I just I asked my one question.
I had a question while I was in the fountain as well. Shade wanted to know if there was any other abilities that the Blade of Envy had that he could access without removing the Ion Stone.
Without removing it, you do know that you have the current abilities that you have, but there is a power that's beyond what is currently available to you with the Ion Stone still attached to it.
Okay. That's fine. And he actually, Shade, it's something I've been thinking of for quite a while actually. Shade does actually want to know if there is another blade, a blade of sin that would complement his current one. He has envy.
That will hurt you a little. You would get to the point, not of exhaustion, but at the point of numbness on your body. Not enough to detriment you, but enough to really feel it. So you know this information is diving deep.
Okay.
Let's see. The one of envy generally doesn't like to play with others fairly well. However, there are those that it's willing to cooperate with. The main reason is because the other sin would be able to help it. Envy and gluttony would work well together.
I get it.
But, jokes aside, yes, that is true.
There's no way to dominate lust and make it play nice with prudence, right?
No.
I mean, you could just refuse to work, if I recall correctly, right?
Yes.
And you also have to have the character to really bond with your weapon.
Yeah.
But yeah, Shade...
That's why I looked up. Lust also means spiritual apathy. I mean, sloth also means spiritual apathy, so...
Yeah, the words are very interchangeable. But yeah, envy and gluttony would be able to work in pair or in tandem without too much corrosion to the body.
Okay. Yeah, he is interested because I do dual wield a lot, and I don't know if Shade wouldn't have really mentioned it to the others that much, but I do have the spell to actually merge. So, he's interested in trying that.
Wait, you have a spell that does what?
I know the spell to merge the blades into one.
When did you learn that?
One of the first sessions.
Yeah. Man, I thought you forgot about it a long time ago.
Oh no, it's written down on my sheet.
Do we?
I have a question.
I remember everything.
Are we hearing each other's questions?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay.
It's an out of character question. Like, what would be the result? Like, would that be compatible with prudence?
Basically, if you merge them together, like out of game, they would not be affecting your body in the same way. So in theory, hypothetically, possible. So long as you have something there or someone there to bend it to a different will.
So theoretically, I can merge sloth and lust, and then it would get along with prudence.
They would work together. Is all I'm gonna say. Getting along, different story.
Okay, well, but it would not kill me, like, is what you're saying.
Or at least not as fast.
Okay. I
It'd be
guess
a
I'm gonna.
different thing.
I guess I'm gonna have lust then. I'll have lust now, and that frees up an infusion for you guys. So you get something cool.
I believe what the DM is getting at, it will be a different item altogether.
What?
Yeah, I'll take something cool.
I believe what the DM is getting at is that the fused item will be a different item altogether with different requirements and consequences.
Is that what you're saying?
No. And yes, it would be a different item, but I have no actual written notes on here because I honestly thought you guys forgot about that ability. So, yes, it would be a different item, but I do not have those notes just yet.
As long as it doesn't kill me fast, I'm good with that. I'm gonna try and get on sloth.
And we'll see what I come up with later. But Lan, you were gonna ask Shikara something about magical tomes.
Yeah, I want to ask her how to make it, right? Or if she can. She said she can craft one.
You know
That's
that
what it could?
her and her husband can forge magic or embed it into a blade. So much so that it would basically become a tome spell blade.
Yeah, I would ask them if they would do that to my blade here. That would be okay. How much they need, what I'd have to do for that.
Well, that would be roughly around 2,000 gold. But since you are Star's companion, really acquaintance is what Star says. Regardless, you will tolerate her. Yeah, that's fair, is what she continues. I can reduce it down to 1,500 gold.
Okay.
But you would need a blade
me see
strong
what I
enough
have.
to not shatter underneath the weight of magic itself. I do have a friend
Okay.
in town that is a blacksmith, but from rumors has it there is another blacksmith in town that is doing quite well under his care.
Hmm.
I'm
And
afraid
they
I
wanna
don't know
lend me
who
some
she
money?
is, though.
Let's see. Trying to think what I can get.
Does
rid of
Lillian
here.
hear this?
You're right next to her.
Yeah, I'm talking out loud.
Do I know they're talking about me?
The second individual that they were talking about, probably. Out of context clues.
Oh, you're looking for me?
The blacksmith in town, sorry.
No, the other one. You're out of character. They're talking about me, right?
The second individual that she's made mention of, yes. The first one she'd made, sorry, burped. Mention of is Uka, which is the head blacksmith in town, which is someone you've been learning with or learning from. However, the second individual that they were talking about that could potentially do this, according to rumor in town, is someone that he has been currently working with, which would be you in this case.
So I know. So I would know that in character.
Yeah.
So you're looking for me?
Are you the person that Uka has been taking care of for some time now?
Yes.
Then I suppose so. You do seem to have the same build and structure that has been made mention in town. It all depends on how well you can craft something within a day, but I see no reason why you couldn't. We do have materials at my husband's workshop, so when you're ready, you can come by.
Okay. Well, I think I need to rest this off because I'm really tired from this.
That is fair to say. After all, you don't want to
Definitely.
work with numb hands.
Yeah, you were in there longer than anyone, weren't you? Like, everyone was out here like 10 minutes before you were.
So do take care, and I'll see you tomorrow, I suppose.
Lady Shikara, I have a few questions for you if you don't mind.
It depends on what they are.
There are a couple of things, if I may show you. I'll slowly pull out my sword. My mother had this sword made for me. It underwent a few processes, but in the end, it still retains a special gift from my mother that holds a great deal of her knowledge. And I was wondering if it might be possible if I can make another a sword that can hold this information that I could then study at my leisure. I was wondering if it might be possible of copying that information over.
Without fully knowing what's inside, I'm afraid I can't give you the ability to transfer. We can form another blade and perhaps eventually you'd be able to gain this ability. But without really having a connection to all the information inside, you might lose a few things here and there, other than the things you might already know.
Do you have a suggestion about how I can acquire the knowledge of everything that's inside of it in a way that will allow me to transfer it?
Personally, it might be possible to do so diving into the very knowledge of history itself, but that would likely disintegrate your body after who knows how long, depending on how much information is stored.
Alright, then the second thing I'd like to know, I'll give the name and description of my sisters. They also might hold these items. I give the name of the weapons that my mother made for them. They may hold those items and may travel by these names. They may have come by here. They are practiced practitioners of magic. Have you heard of them or seen them around?
Huh. These two individuals did manage to pass my trials beforehand, before you and your team arrived. In fact, they came to town roughly around the same time that Lillian did. Lillian, hearing the two names that Kelmore has given out, you do know, or not by the names, but the description of the people, that you came to town with about 5 people. 2 of them died, and 3 managed to pass. Including yourself.
Okay. So, what is he asking for information-wise?
About where these 2 individuals are. You know they came to town, but you haven't seen them leave.
I haven't seen them leave.
I'll look over to her and give her a nod. Thank you, Lady Shikara. This is most helpful.
Right. Do take care. If you need anything, let me know. I suppose you can spend the night at the bar again, or we do have enough room. If Star doesn't mind sleeping at home. I mind. I'm gonna sleep at the bar in the big bed. Right. Well, come by whenever you
Can you
feel
just-
like it.
Can you just move the big bed to your room anyway?
It doesn't belong to me. It's the bar owners.
Mm.
Right.
Yeah, just take it and then put it back when you're
Well-
done with it.
Shikara then continues, just ignoring the conversation of moving a big bed. I'm sure your brothers and sisters would be happy to see you. I guess. Shikara leaves.
I'd like to turn towards Star and tell her, as a fellow brother to sister, I do know that I care greatly for mine, and I do look forward to seeing them all again in hell and healthy.
No, the brothers and sisters are fine. I'm fine with them. Just mom and dad.
I'd also like to give her a handshake and camaraderie as a fellow sibling to siblings.
Basically slaps your hand. Not in a don't you dare. More like, am I supposed to shake it, high five it? I'm gonna high five it. So she high fives it.
I roll.
He just like claps his hand.
Yeah, basically. And then goes, right, whatever. Basically, each year I have to come back and do this trial thing again until I pass. It's really annoying. But, you know, I get to see my brothers and sisters again, so there's that.
Oh, hopefully we'll be able to say hello to them while we're here.
Yeah, maybe. So you guys want to go see the mayors or go to sleep in the bar? I want to go to sleep on the bar.
I'm going to go to the mayor.
She just sits to the ground.
Have a good night, Star. I'm going to the
I want to have a drinking contest at the bar. That's what I want to do.
Same here.
Gets back
Go
up.
right ahead.
I'm gonna get that thingy again.
I want to try.
Okay. Is this the drinking contest to get con save proficiency?
Yes.
Yes.
I already have con save proficiency. Does it do me anything?
I suppose it could
The
give
other
you
one
something
does.
else. But
The other
Okay.
one was
I mean, there are more than just that. I mean, you could get like a darts thing that gets you dex proficiency, I think.
mm-hmm.
Okay,
I got
that works.
that because I have the sword.
Alright, so basically everyone goes back to the bar, rests up, and Kelmore goes to the mayor's
Hey,
office.
you said I could incorporate the weapon into my armor, right?
Yeah, but you just can't melt the blade.
It's a bloody unique item. I don't think you can.
Basically, you're removing the hilt and incorporating it into your armor. But the other disadvantage is you're not able to place an ion stone on it, which basically limits the abilities of it.
Wait. Place an ion stone on it. What does that do?
It makes it safe to wield, basically.
And you're not cursed.
The Blades of Sin basically have like they're sentient things, and they have basically like over time they become more powerful and manifest as demons that try to kill you and take over.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a drawback to using them without Dion's death.
Yeah,
So,
no,
like-
but like the whole armor thing is that you get it to your weapons that come with the armor. So that would kind of defeat the purpose of the class.
Huh. I suppose it'd be cursing your armor, but since your armor is not really sentient, I guess your armor is basically an ion stone.
Cool.
Same effects,
That's
just
the deal.
different item, I suppose.
Cool. Okay, that works. So can anyone use that infusion?
I don't need it. I believe Land.
I'll take it.
Who take it?
Yeah,
Land.
I'll take it. Land will have it.
It
Once
requires
they give you
requires an attunement slot though.
for the 2 slot, I think I'm full actually. Then
That was the thing that helped you with concentration, yeah?
Yeah.
Or was it
that's-
something else? Yeah.
the concentration thing does not require attunement.
that's the one I wanted, the concentration one.
You said you were at Warcast, so you were fine.
I know I am fine, but if you're giving it out, I'll take it.
No,
Then I'll-
that's
then-
why
then
I'm on it. I
I'll
don't got
never
anything like
quit.
that.
Well, then
Hey,
you
Connor,
take it. He was asking, you didn't say anything. You should
I
have
did.
it then.
I said it several times.
He made mention of it several times already.
Yeah, you just not paying attention, Fox.
Nope.
Plus,
Okay,
they
so
weren't
Connor,
there to
can you-
begin with.
Can you do that? Can you do anything with that? The +2 attack rolls. It does require an attunement slot, but I can give you that.
Think Does a shirt of armor absorption need one?
No,
No.
Okay. I think I have 2 open, so yeah, it'd be fine.
okay, I'll give you that and the concentration thing then.
Thank you.
Since
Your
I have the-
offerings are more than welcome, my child.
If I have the sin thing, I don't need the plus weapon infusion. So, and if I'm not using the concentration thing myself, so
All right then. Now that that's all said and done, Martha then looks at the rest of the group as they are currently attempting. Who's drinking and who's playing darts?
Land about Bartholomew.
I'm drinking.
I already have
Drinking
dex
darts.
proficiency,
What's
so I'm
the darts
drinking.
one?
Dexterity.
drinking.
Okay.
The princess
I'll
is
do
drinking.
I'll do the drinking one for now.
Is that
I
the
gotta-
one that gives you? Is that the one that gives you dex?
Darts gives you
that is
dex.
the dark.
Oh, I'm gonna do darts. Sorry.
DM.
More for me!
I have Purity of Body. So, at 10th level, your Master of Ki flows through you, making you immune to disease and poison. Does that also cover being drunk, or is that...
I'll
Something
give you
else.
advantage on the save.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Because
I
technically,
will try the
you
dex.
are correct. Alcohol is poison.
Yeah, I think being drunk can even be
Speak for yourself.
lesser restoration.
Okay.
It is poison. That's why dwarves are really good at drinking.
Yeah, because they have poison resistance, yeah.
Alright. I think
Oh, you mean in the game? Okay,
Yeah.
that makes more sense.
I think Lillian's the only one not doing the drinks, but it still plays out. Martha then looks at the group again and goes, "Well, now it looks like everyone's ready. Star, I see you still haven't passed. Shut up. Huh. Little testy. Huh. Like 5th time this time. Ah, I see. All right then.
So what's the name of the? Oh, sorry. What's the name of the thingy? Oh, enhance arcane focus.
What was that?
Oh, I'm just looking at the thing. What I'm being given along with the mind sharpener.
Oh, okay.
I actually haven't given to you yet. I'm gonna bring it up when we actually do something. So.
Okay.
I'll give it to you though.
Those of
I am
you-
a bard, so I could just sing songs and make magic or some shit. Well, not right now, but you know.
Those of you ready to take on the drinking contest, there will be 10
Oh.
shots. Each shot you take will be a DC check, and I'm not going to tell you which kind. It's Constitution, by the way, but I won't tell you the number. This is all related in actual game speak, not game speak, but I'm going to still give the attitude.
Okay.
but
I
then
would
she
expect nothing
continues.
less.
The more shots you take, the less you'll have to make. But it will raise the DC. So be careful. You don't want to fall asleep like last time. There'll be 10
I don't know
shots.
what you're talking about.
So you can either take one very high DC, 10 small ones, or whichever number you like to mix. Depending on how high you can count. Now then, as for you, little lady.
Hey, I have to take off my shoes, but I can count pretty high.
Looking towards the person playing darts. You have to take 10 shots. Not like theirs, but to a board. I'm sure you can reach the board now, can't you? You're a dwarf, right? You're short.
Ba-dum.
I have a question. Can I do both just to show everyone up?
You can try, I guess.
You can do both, but it would be a penalty towards the darts game.
Okay, then I'm not going to.
Okay. She then states, you can take as many shots as you'd like. It's basically the same rules. You can shoot 10 of them, but the DC would be higher. Or you can mix and match any number of them. So you can take up to 10 saving throws of dexterity, and the drinking one would be 10 dexterity throws, not dexterity, constitution saves, or a number of mixture depending on how many you take at a time, or how many throws you do at a time, at the exact same time. Now then, any questions? Am I clear?
Mm-hmm.
They're making saving throws, right?
Yes, so are you.
Ooh. I think I like why I asked that question.
Who's going first?
I was trying to decide if I had something that could cheat for one of them.
I cast Bless.
Well, I got something. I don't even know if it would technically be cheating. I think we need all the buffs we can get.
Last time everyone failed.
Yeah, well, I have my proficiency is 10, so I say
Well, that'd be great if you were doing the shots, but you are doing the darts.
I have con proficiency.
Now then, everyone ready? If you are, we can begin with the first initial trial. Star takes on 3 shots. Shade, how many shots do you take?
I will follow Star shot for shot.
That's 3.
As
The first
will
round.
I.
Oh, wait, I got something. Hey, if I purify food and drink, do they still get it?
No,
So,
at that point it would just be water.
Because she wouldn't know that.
She's right in front
Wouldn't
of
you
you.
I was gonna say, like, she can see us.
I mean,
She can
she'll
see when we're
she'll see
drinking.
you casting a spell though too. It's not like you're just like doing it quietly. You're like chanting and moving your fingers around. Yeah.
She's fine with
Yeah,
you helping the body of the person, but not the shot. At that point, you're not really taking the trial. You're just drinking water.
Shot, 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 shots.
Hey, if you do me first, I will know how many flash of insights I have left. So
Yeah, I do 3, by the way. I should have specified that, but yeah,
Yeah.
I'm also following shot for shot.
yeah, but Dom, if you do
Yeah,
me first,
Len's doing 3 as well.
I know how many
Alright.
I have left that I can use on them.
Oh,
Uh,
shit.
Lillian, how many darts are you going to throw at a time?
Because if you do me first, I know how many flash of insights left, so I have to boost them up.
Yeah, we can say you went first. Honestly, you can begin whenever you decide to. I'm just going to go down the
I
road.
do.
And you can say, I
Oh,
went
sorry.
first and blah, blah, blah. So
Uh-huh.
how many
She can go first. I'm not.
how many darts are you gonna throw the first round?
How does this work?
There are 10
You can throw.
darts you can throw. You can throw them like say you can throw 3 at the exact same time. The DC would be higher, but it'd be fewer DCs you would have to make.
Okay. And
That's basically it. It's a simple game.
can I stand next to the paladin while I'm doing this?
Yeah.
I'm making a dex save, right?
Yes.
Let's see. 8, 15. Wait, 14. How high would the save be in the 30s?
You don't know, but you assume less than 30.
Okay,
One
I'm
would
gonna.
think.
Let's see. Hang on. So that wait, actually, I need to. Where's my freaking keyboard? I need to fix my int since now it went up since I have the sword. So that would make that. Six plus 3, 9, so 14 would be my base. And then I'll give myself guidance. Because I don't think you can enhance ability saving throws.
I don't believe so. Lan, did you roll by the way?
Nope. All right, not.
Okay.
I will though.
Do it.
I don't know why I was thinking that you were resolving other stuff. I didn't want to be.
Shade isn't even like
Wait,
phased
you
by
can't.
it, so.
Lydian, I said it's fine. You can say you went first, and then you can decide if you just use the thing.
Into enhance ability because it does work. So, I'm gonna throw them all at once.
All 10?
Yep,
Oh shit, well,
Yeah,
color me
18.
impressed if you do it.
because I have plus 14 and then I have
Oh, wait.
advantage. So,
Mom magic.
Alright.
I only got 18. Does 18 cover it?
I have advantage, so that would be
22.
plus 14, 26.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
Let me check. 18 does cover the rest of you. The ones drinking are fine. Let me check the DC for darts. Okay.
This flash of insight plus the
2, 3,
paladin.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what's your total number?
Hang on. Would be 6, so it'd be 18 plus. Oh, I still have guidance. Oh, I don't have guidance. No, that'd be 18, and then paladin is 4, so that'd be 23.
I have a plus 5. So be giving you a plus 5.
So that would be plus 11. And then I have something else. I just can't remember the fuck it is right now. I can't remember if I. So yeah, it would be 23.
As mentioned before in last session, each additional would increase the DC. I believe last time it was plus 2.
Okay, then I'm not gonna throw them all at the same time.
Yeah, basically, the initial shot would be a 10 for you, Lillian, but adding an additional 10 would be 30.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
So,
you,
no, I'm not.
you
I'm
get
gonna
like
add-
8 of them really in there, but the other 2 ricochet because there's so many darts all in at once.
Duck!
You can do this again. Don't feel bad that you lost. Everyone lost the first time.
Wait, I have to wait a day though, right?
You just have to leave the bar and come back. It resets after you come back in.
I leave the bar and come back.
He just like steps outside and then comes right back in. What's up, bitches? Let's go again.
I'm actually gonna do the drinking contest, finish it up, and then we'll likely end it for the night. All right, next round.
We're gonna end the session already.
Yeah, I run 2
Yeah, it's
hours,
2 hours.
mainly because everyone has a different time zone, and it's pretty late
Currently
for some
2
people.
a.m. for me.
Shades in
Okay.
about it. New
So
Zealand,
I'm
right,
throwing,
Shig?
since I'm throwing them all at the same
Yeah,
time,
that-
I'm pretty sure I make it this time.
Again, I'm gonna finish up theirs, and then we'll do it another time.
Well, no, if I have that, I can flash events hit 3 of them. So does that make sense?
Talk to me after the game, because it really doesn't for me. Bartholomew, Shade, Land, how many are you drinking this time? Star takes 6.
3 again.
3 again, yep.
I'm gonna do
Yeah, we're not gonna do shot for shot with Star, I don't think.
Shade. I said I was doing shot for shot. I'll do 6.
Nope.
That's an 11.
He
He just takes one more shot. He looks fine.
I'll just take.
and then he falls
two.
over.
Star goes down.
That's all.
How long may he reign?
For me.
At Dogma, I can add 6 to one of their saving throws 3 times.
Hey, can you do that to me 3 times, please?
Who are you doing
That's
it to?
what I was talking about.
Land's only doing 2. I'm only doing 2.
Oh, Land,
Before I
you're
roll
fine,
here.
I think.
You guys decide.
I haven't
who
rolled yet. Oh,
Land, you're
boy.
not fine.
Shade.
Uh-oh.
Bartholomew,
will
you're
take
not
it.
fine. Shade, you're not fine.
I have a 20 currently.
Oh, Shade, you're fine.
Oh, I'm fine. Okay.
I got a 13.
You're
Yeah,
fine,
I
but
get
barely.
20 because of land. Yeah.
You guys decide who gets the plus 6s. So
Land made it. He blessed himself.
I would need 2 plus 6s, and I don't want to take away from anyone else who
Uh,
could actually succeed.
Then I think you're down.
Yeah, I'm down no matter what.
All right, Shade, Land.
Oh no, because you have a 5. You have a 11 right now. If you got plus 6, you'll have a 17.
I will tell you right now, you only took 3 shots.
How do I
Right?
have a plus 5?
Because you're doing a saving throw and you're next to me, and you have a plus 5 if you're next to me.
If you do take the 6,
Oh.
you'll be fine. but
Oh!
That'll be a 6 gone.
Yeah.
yeah, that okay. I'll give you the 6.
So
then.
you'll be alive.
Oh shit.
All right.
So as I'm about to fall over, I just find the bigger within myself, and then I spring back up.
You're very genius.
Basically, you.
Your genius plan worked. My plan to drink all the butter before now is working wonders.
All right.
You better
Wait,
do it.
trust somebody.
The only one that went
Who
down
knows?
is Star. Shade, you only have one more to
Start
go.
now.
Bartholomew and Land, how many more are you drinking?
Can I?
I'll do another 2 because
I'm gonna down all 4 of them at once.
Did a player go down or just the NPC?
The
NPC Star. She's
Just the NPC, yeah.
fuck her. All right.
I got a 29. I think I'm probably pretty good for one
Um,
shot.
I'm gonna enhance.
I got a 20
Wait, hang on. I'm gonna enhance ability on 2
for
of you.
2.
So I got
So-
12 plus 5 is 17 plus 6 is 23.
Hang on, I'm gonna juice you guys more for this. You let me? Stop for a second. I'm giving you guys enhance ability so you get advantage on your saving throw. 2 of you.
Oh, all right.
Also.
That'd be
So that'd be the literal
the
only
next
2
one.
other people.
The next one,
All right, then
'cause,
this is
you probably
are you
made it,
shitting me?
Bartholomew, because you got 17,
9 and 9.
but that's still 14 with next to me, so you still have 14.
How many did you
And
take
if
this
I-
time?
I took all 4, the 4 remaining ones, just to get them out of the way.
And you got 9?
No,
I
you
got 12 plus
5.
17. Am I getting a
Oh.
6 this time?
Yes, I can do it one more time after that.
So he got 23.
And those were the last 4.
Yes.
How many do you have
And
left,
what-
Land, or did you do the exact same thing?
I did 2, so I have 3 left.
Bartholomew, you're fine and you're out. Lan, take your last or potentially last con.
I'm gonna take.
Hey, buddy,
I'm just
buddy.
gonna keep
I'm gonna
doing
help
2
you
at a
with this.
time.
Those who listen to me, I'm gonna help you with the shot. I'm gonna be your
Thank you
moral
very
support.
much.
I'm helping him. That's how I'm doing it.
Oh yeah.
You're welcome.
Well, you don't need
Alright.
to help me.
And
You already have
then
advance, so we get
la-
advance.
Then last one.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I thought you only did it for 1. I'm dumb.
I'm
Whatever.
casting at third
That
level.
was taking 1 shot. Last one.
I'm casting at 3rd level.
And the last one I got a 22.
You are all plastered. But with the
But I made it.
invigoration of the mud shots, which is the drink you have been taking, except for Star Star's currently unconscious, you all managed to stay awake. Your stomach hurts, and you might not feel great in the morning. But with this buildup of... let's just say it's a buildup of something. You managed to get a Constitution saving throw bonus. It sticks around even after your headache leaves. It's
What
great.
is it?
Where the shit?
Just cheering you guys on.
Fuck.
Just cheering you guys on.
I gotta do it. Man's like, I could do one more, and then like puts his hand up and falls back.
You all managed to take another shot. End it
Did
for the
we?
night, because tomorrow you really need to wake up. Lillian's there cheering you on. Star's currently just asleep. Kelmore's currently at the mayor's office, so we'll pick it up there as we end the session for today.
Hey, did I pass with mine, by the way?
As I mentioned before, we'll do yours next time.
'Cause I already
Good
rolled
night,
for it.
my friend.
He did
I'll see you
roll
later.
it, or she did roll it. Sorry,
So that would be a
the voice is confusing me.
28, 34
Huh.
on deck save.
I did say
That ability really is broken, isn't it?
It really is.
It's really- It is nice.
I would say yes, but I did say before that we would do it next time.
Okay, well, at
what-
least I helped you guys pass.
Yeah, you're awesome.
Yeah, that was really
It was
good.
really nice to meet you,
Gracias.
too.